Hello, Internet. It has been ages since I last had the chance to just sit down and talk to you guys, and I'm going to blame that on the fact that I went to the US and then I came straight back to work and life's just been kind of just trying to sort everything out and get back into the swing of things, I guess. So I think I filmed a couple videos in the US and I'm still in the process of editing them. And I still have a ton of vlog footage to edit as well, so I'm just generally not doing well on the editing front right now. But I'll get there. I'm really trying hard to get back to a regular schedule. I think it's just hard when, for me, I'm the sort of person where if I break the schedule, I'm just like, well, that's it. I'm just gonna, if I missed last week, I'm just gonna miss the next week. Like, what's the big deal? I don't even know what you call that, like, so I'm trying to force myself to get back into a schedule, and I want to try and be more prepared because I'll be going away again later this year and I might have some work travel coming up as well, which does not really help if you're somebody who just likes to have things planned and set, because that sort of stuff just comes up quite last minute. So I don't know, I'm just gonna have to try and find a way to be more organized because I feel like I've fallen off the bandwagon for a lot of things and I just get back on there. But anyways, this video is not about me making up excuses, it is about my May and June Favourite Empties, which I missed out on May because I was in the midst of coming back and everything like that. So I thought I would just combine May and June, which means I'm going to talk about 4 favourites instead of the 2 that I usually do every month because it's 2 months. And I have a lot of empties to get through. This bag looks small, but it's heavy. Deceptive. First favourite is actually what I'm wearing right now. Actually, 2 things I'm wearing right now. First is this MAC lipstick in Rebel. It's in the finished satin. It's winter right now in Australia, so every day is pretty rainy and cloudy. I don't really tend to wear lipsticks to work just because I find it very difficult to maintain when my focus is really trying to do work. But on the weekends, when I'm just hanging out with maybe some really close friends with Toby or whatever, I actually do like to wear statement lipsticks, especially this one. I'm not really... I mean, I love bold lipsticks because I think it looks nice, like contrasting with my skin tone, but I really like this one because I feel like it's a little different than the traditional like oxblood red, and it's more purplish, so really like it, and it's very comfortable on the lips. Next is, this is like kind of a cult favorite, but I've only just started using it, and I actually do use this at work as a wash of color all over the lids, and it's the Celina Kitten eyeshadow. It's just this beautiful shimmery beige color, I suppose. I usually like to use just straight beige colors all over my lids and then a little bit of something in the crease. But I thought I would, you know, go a little bit crazy, a little bit out there and try something with shimmer. And I love it. So, and I just love the quality of the Sigma eyeshadows. I mean, I haven't tried a whole range, but I do like the Sigma Kitten eyeshadow quality. It's just so buttery and silky and pigmented. Yeah, so I think I've not seen this not work out well on anybody's skin tone, so I do recommend that. Moving right along to my third favourite, which is the, I feel like this has been mentioned a lot on YouTube, so I apologise, but I like it because it is the Benefit They're Real Push-Up Liner, which is basically like a gel liner that it's just like a gel liner. And my favourite type of liner to wear every day to work is literally the gel pot with the angled brush. That's kind of like my staple. I do that every single day because it just makes it so easy to do like a little flick at the end. And I like that this is almost, maybe it's pretty much the same if you practice a bit more, but I've only used this a couple times, and by the way, this got sent to me, and it's kind of like, it's not really a brush in there, but it's kind of like a little silicone tube in the shape of an angled brush, and gel comes through it. And it helps create like really nice cat eyes and flicks and stuff. It does take a little bit of getting used to. I think the first time I tried it, I was kind of like, a little unco with it, but now it just works fabulously. Fabulous, I can't believe I just said that. At home, I still prefer the gel pot and brush just because I'm used to that, so I'm really comfortable with that, and it just takes me like a few seconds to just do my eyeliners if I use that method. But this would be amazing for travel because then you don't really need to wash your brush all the time. And it's just one thing you have to carry, you want to carry 2. So I'm really looking for things that travel well because I have found in my US trip I kind of went a little overboard with how much makeup I brought and skincare. So, but I don't want to compromise on the quality and the things that I'm used to using. So I am trying to find little quick ways around that. I'm trying to find little shortcuts to still achieve what I want without carrying so much. And my last favourite, another item that was sent, is the, I can't pronounce this, Urage Cream Anti-Irritation. It's in a metal tube, so if you squeeze it, it stays compressed. But this is amazing cream for eczema. So I do suffer from eczema more, I think I've said this, like around my eyes and nose. And I usually have to use like cortisone cream for that. When I mentioned I had eczema, the lady from Urage sent me like a little kit to see if any of that stuff would work. I haven't tried everything in the kit exhaustively. Like I've tried the moisturizer and it's fine, it's just like another moisturizer, but this actually really worked for me. When I do have dry patches, as I said, I usually use the cortisone cream, but the problem with that is it damages your skin over time, I think, or it weakens the thin or thins it out, I'm not sure. Toby's dad told me that it was bad for me if you use it too consistently. So you can only use it for a few days and that's it. But sometimes my skin needs more than a few days, or the itching just gets so bad so it just takes longer to heal. So instead I use this. It does take a little longer than cortisone cream to work, but it actually works. Like those like red dry patches, you just use this, I'd say for like 5 days straight. I used it every night and it went away. So that is for some more minor patches. I suppose if you had like really major patches on your neck or on your body, because those tend to be a little bit more extreme, then you may have to see a doctor for that. I know I have special, more like fort strength cortisone cream for patches on my body just because the stuff on my face won't work. But I really recommend giving this a go if you generally suffer from eczema, especially on the face, because from what I've read, I don't think it contains any cortisone, so I think you can use it non-stop. And I mean, it's just, I think it's like $10 in Priceline. I don't know, it's really good price, so I'm impressed, and I'm seriously impressed. I have not found any cream that does that before, so I know I will be using this forever. Love those favorites. And now I can get into my trash or empties, whatever you prefer. The last makeup product that I used up was the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I've had this for a while. This traveled with me, which is probably why I did finish up. I do find that when I travel with certain products, if they're near the end of their life, that is the best way to finish them up, because if I'm at home, I tend to like try lots of different things and I can never just focus and zone into products to get them used up. So I finished this up. I would say that if you're looking for a powder, it does give you a little bit of coverage, just a smidge, but not very much. If you're looking for a powder that gives you, it's not matte, it's kind of like, but it's like a little bit matte with some glowy dewiness to it, but not the same as if you just put on liquid foundation and hadn't set it yet. So this is a setting powder, by the way, and then this might be good for you if you just want a little hint of dewiness. If you look at the pan, because it has shimmer in it, but when you apply it, it's not ultra shimmery, it gives you a little bit more dimension. It's not completely flat like some powders. So it is good. I probably won't be repurchasing it, and it's not because it's bad. I think it's just because I'm a beauty blogger and I have a crap load of powders to still work through, and I have to keep trying new powders. So usually if I don't repurchase something, it's because it wasn't like holy grail for me. If it's not holy grail, I can't but I won't repurchase it because I need to try other things. So that's why. I have 4 mascaras here, but one of them's not actually finished. I just chucked it out because I don't want to use it. The first one is Sephora Outrageous Volume. It's just too chunky for me. I don't like it. The brush was like really big, and the formula was extremely volumizing to the point where my lashes just clumped up. So I just don't want to use that sort of mascara. I don't want ultra clumpy lashes. The next one was the YSL Baby Doll Lashes. Oh, loved this, loved it. It's a little bit volumizing, but it's more lengthening than volumizing, and it gave my lashes such a nice natural effect, but better than what they actually are, so people could see that they existed and they were of decent length, that people would be like, oh, you have nice lashes. I'm like, thank you. So this is just a sample. I haven't got the full-size version, but I probably will get it. I'm on No Spend June, which technically is over, but I'm thinking of going into No Spend July. Just trying to be more budget-friendly, not budget-friendly, just trying to use up what I have and not go all crazy with everything new. Also, I'm going on holiday later this year again, so I kind of need to save for that and probably will do most of my shopping then. And of course, the last one is Lancome Hypnose. Do I need to say anything else about this? This is the best mascara in the entire planet. And I have two eye primers. The reason I have two eye primers is I have this tendency, I don't just pick a product and use it till it's finished. I'll use a product for a little bit, then I'll move on to something else, and then something else, and something else, and then I end up with like 8 products that are a little bit used. And if you keep doing that, you end up with 8 empties at the end of it. So that was a bit an extreme example because I only got 2. But this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. I really like this. I mean, both eye primers were really good in the sense that my eyeshadow didn't crease, my eyeshadow appeared great, but the main difference I have found is that with Eden, it gives you a bit of color. A bit, that's an exaggeration. It gives you a lot of color. It like completely blanks out any veins you have above your eyelids, and it's just a nice skin tone color. So it's good if it matches your natural skin tone because it's a very clean base for your eyeshadows to start on. But if you have like deeper pigmentation, I would say like pretty tanned, then it might be too light for your eyes. And if that's something you want to go for, that's great, but it's just supposed to keep that in mind. The other one is the Tarte Lifted Natural Eye Primer. This doesn't give you any pigmentation whatsoever. It's completely clear on your eyes, which I actually prefer because I just want my eye primers to be primers in that it just makes it easier and it makes my eyeshadow easier to apply and make it more long lasting. But I want my eyeshadows to be the one that, I can't think of the word, it's like, not demonstrate, but showcases the color of the eyeshadow rather than the primer. That's just a personal preference though. I think that's all my makeup. I'm gonna go into some skincare. The first product is the Amore Pacific Treatment Toner. I got this last time I was in the US. Why am I doing this? That's weird. And it's just a toner. You put it on a cotton pad and wipe it all over your face, which is what I do every single morning. I'm still unsure how I feel about Amore Pacific. I haven't tried enough of their products to say whether I love the brand or not. It's a Korean brand, but I've only seen it available in Sephora. And it has a really, really strong scent. Like, I can smell it now. Oof. It's not like it's an unpleasant scent. Like, it does smell like a skincare sort of scent, but it's very strong, extremely strong. It's almost a little bit like, I mean, not as strong as a perfume, but it kind of reminds me of that because I'm not used to my skincare products smelling so much. As a toner, it just did its job. I didn't notice any change to my skin. I didn't notice any improvements, but it didn't do anything bad either. It was just a good all-round toner, which means I won't be repurchasing it because the scent and expensive. I think it was like 50-60 US. Next product is the Bobbi Brown Brightening Moisture Cream. So this, I just use this as a night cream. I don't know, something, maybe it was the brightening effect, but it almost smelled a little citrusy, which might make sense because it was brightening, so maybe it was trying to lighten my skin. I didn't really notice a difference though. It was a nice moisturizer to use, but I think I actually prefer the Estee Lauder Whitening or Cyber Bright line in terms of their night moisturizer because I feel like it feels nicer on the skin. This wasn't bad, but I won't repurchase. Another Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Serum. Because this was just a sample, I can tell you that I liked using it because it was nice and it didn't hurt my skin, but I didn't notice any change to my skin either in the improvement department, so I just don't really see the need to buy it because I think the repair serum is like $120 or something like that. Next is the NARS Makeup Cleansing Oil. I love cleansing oils. I mean, there is nothing better than coming home and just cleaning all your makeup off and just making sure your skin is completely clean. There is nothing better, I swear, except maybe eating, sleeping. But it's a very therapeutic few minutes that I experience every day. Oh, I sound weird, but I do love it. NARS cleansing oil was okay. Definitely not my favorite. I still prefer the Bobbi Brown in the Shoe and the SK2, but NARS were okay as well. I mean, it did remove all my makeup. I don't think it stung my eyes much. I don't remember it stinging my eyes. This is just generally all around okay. So if you are looking to try a cleansing oil and you just think NARS is cool, then yeah, give this a shot. But there are cheaper alternatives that will do just as well. Oh, this took me forever to use up. This is just because I don't normally use makeup remover since I use cleansing oil for everything, but this is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover. Firstly, this is not oil-free. Why did it say it's oil-free? My face was so oily after using this. But I will admit, it is really good makeup remover. It's very efficient and it gets in all the nooks and crannies. I usually use this for my eyes. For example, there are some days where I have to film multiple book fables at once because I just don't really have that sort of time consistently. My life is just very, some weeks are just nothing and then some weeks are just go, go, go. So when I have time, I make sure to try and maximize it as much as I can. And so if I do have to redo makeup looks multiple times a day, I might use like makeup wipes on my face and then I'll use this on my eyes because it did a really, really good job. So it is a good makeup remover if you do prefer using makeup removers. I feel like it's just as good as the Lancome and the Clinique makeup removers, the dual phase one, because this is kind of a dual phase as well. You have to shake it up, but keep in mind it is a little bit oily. This is the Biore, I don't know, it's all in Japanese. I bought this online from adambeauty.com. I love that website. It satisfies all my Asian makeup desires. That sounds creepy, but it does. And I remember seeing commercials for Biore where they had this new cleanser where it was like marshmallow, and so the girl would put like the cleanser, because it comes out as a foam, puts it on her face, and she'd be like, oh look, it's so foamy and the foam is so thick it doesn't even fall. And yeah, it was all about I don't know, I think because there was so many marshmallows in that commercial, it just made me want to get the cleanser even more because I love marshmallows. I actually really like this. I think it wasn't that expensive, like maybe $15 Australian once you convert it. And when I used it at first, I thought, okay, this is going to be drying because usually foam cleansers are drying. That's just the way they usually are. And it wasn't at all. My skin is pretty dehydrated / dry, and my skin did not feel tight or anything after using this, and I use this every single day. I didn't find it was good at removing makeup, which is why I have to use the cleansing oil first, and I never trust a cleanser to get makeup off, so I always do the cleansing oil first. But this was not drying at all. It was pretty amazing. So if you, I love using cleansers with foam because I just feel like it does a better job. I know it's just in my head, but I feel like it does, but it usually dries my skin out. So it's like, double-edged sword. This, it's so good. So if you love foam and you have a bit of a if you have dry skin, this is really good. I really liked it. The next is the Body Shop Japanese Cherry Blossom Bath and Shower Gel. I actually took this full-size bottle with me to the US because I go through this stuff like shower gel. I go through it like butter. I go through it so quickly because I'm very generous to myself with the amount I use because I love foam. So I just love foam showers. But I love this. It smells really relaxing. The smell of cherry blossoms is always very calming for me. So I really liked using it, and I don't think you can go wrong with the Body Shop shower gels. They are, to me, some of my favorite because they foam up really well. They smell really great. Some of the scents will linger on after the shower, so that's good if you like that. But some of the scents, like this one was a little on the weaker side, so it didn't linger. But that's good because I actually prefer that. Whereas if you get the strawberry scent, that lingers quite a bit. So pick and choose as you will. These are all samples, so I've been trying to do a series on the blog where I compared Lust Have It and Bella boxes, the samplers. I've been trying to do that just for a few months because I don't really want to keep getting samplers because I prefer full-size versions for myself. But I'm just going to rattle through these because I seriously wasn't overly impressed with any of them. They were okay, but Pantene Aqualight conditioner and shampoo, Head and Shoulder shampoo, and the Wen Sweet Almond Mint conditioner. They were just all okay. None of them really did anything drastic for my hair, so I probably won't purchase the full-size versions of these. And I like the smell of this one, but I feel like it didn't really change my hair that much. Absolute last product now is this. I don't know what the name of the candle is. It's the one Sephi got me for my birthday last year, but she brought it to me halfway through the year. Sephi's like, she's so adorable. Because my birthday's in December, she's like, oh no, you can't wait that long to get your present. But the thing is, everybody's birthday is like a whole year, so I'm like, oh. Anyways, so she likes to buy me presents halfway through the year, and I need to show you the present she got for me last year. It is pretty amazing, but I'll save that for another video. But this one is the watermelon scent of the trio that she got me. It's my favorite. Watermelon is just like my favorite. Watermelon and lychee. I think I've said that multiple times. Favorite fruits in the entire world. So this smelled amazing, and I really didn't want to burn it too quickly, but it's gone, so Oh well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support and I really hope you enjoyed these videos. Please let me know if there are any videos in particular you want to see. I'm kind of going through a bit of a restructuring of my Fables and channel at the moment, where I'm trying to split some content apart. So until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!